bring Todd right into the conversation. Let's talk numbers.
Well, thank you, Michael. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Today we're going to be going over the Greater Phoenix Metro market stats for the week ending Monday, March 20th. Let's get right into those numbers. 72 days closed on market this past week, a 1.72. That's not correct. I know there was an article out there, just came out this morning, that said it was a 2.8 month supply in Arizona. That is not correct. It's a 1.72 month supply. Absorption rate is at 58.09. Average list price is at $775,000. Average sale price at $547,000, and our list price to sale price retention at 97.47. Active inventory is continuing to decline. That is the red alert. 14,999. Talk about just squeaking under 15,000. Pending is at 4,227, and closed units month to date at 3,650. New listings, 1,857 new listings were taken this past week. We have a 100-day supply of days on market as far as listings of active listings are concerned. And our closed listings are sitting at 72 days. Looking at our under $500,000 market by price range, I just love this little thing. This little box speaks volumes. It gives you so much. On the right-hand side in dark, it tells you exactly what percent of the entire inventory is at 54.43%. Is 54% of the inventory at arm list. The entire inventory is under 500,000. We go into the $500 to $1 million market, represents 32% of the entire MLS. And you can see average days on market just to the left of that shows you what that whole category, but deep dive further, the percentage that price range is, the days on market that price range is, and look at that, the number of units in each of those price ranges. This is just super awesome tool when you're talking to clients, buyers, or sellers. $1 million and up is 13.4%. That grew just a little bit week over week. So taking a look at our spreadsheet and comparing year over year, month over month, and week over week, in the very center of the column, we have our 2021 number. And to the left of that, we have our 2022 number. And these are the same week reportings. And then to the left of that, this week and last week. So 1,857 is less than we did last week. We need to be at 2,400. This isn't good. Looking at last year, we took 2,149 listings during the same week. 2 years ago, though, so those of you who are statistician hounds, 2 years ago we were about the same, 1,886. And 2 years ago, if you remember, was COVID. It really wasn't a good year, but it wasn't really a bad year either. So let's take a look at the active inventory sitting at 14,999. We lost 600 units. Yes, looking at last year, we have lots of inventory, but it will become last year if we don't start talking to consumers and taking the fear away. 14,999 is our active inventory. 546 of those are coming soon. 11,845 are single family detached. New homes are 2,755, and non-distressed property, meaning the total, is 14,949 that are not distressed. That leaves, if you look way over to the left-hand side, this shows you what our depressed inventory is, and it says that there's 0.2 short sale, 0.2 lender. What that means is 0.2%, less than half of 1% each, well, combined, of the entire MLS inventory. So there's really no problem from that perspective. If there's a silver lining, 4,227 buyers are under escrow right now, or in escrow under contract. That was compared to 4,221. We've been talking, this has been as low as 2,800 during the months of November and December. So getting it back up to 5,500 where it belongs, sliding your eyes to the right, the center of the page, you'll see 2 years ago it was 5,900, and then last year it was only 5,100. If you slide your eyes way across and look way over to the blue, you'll see that it was as high as 8,800 in February of 22 at month end. That wasn't total. That was at any one particular point in time. So we have half the people in the marketplace buying homes that we had 2 years ago, and just a little shy of what we had last year. So what we need is 5,500 in that number. So we need to excite buyers about getting back into the marketplace. This is not doom and gloom per se. Closed inventory, we're at 3,654 month to date. We were at 5,023 last year. So we're, again, if you look at the red marks within this red box, you'll see that in January, we were about 38%. This is MLS numbers. We were 38.8% behind volume sales of a year prior. Last month, we were 56 or 28.8% behind. This right now, we're trending 27%. I really wish that would go back to 0. But at this particular moment, it's pretty safe to say our market's 25 to 30% off right now. And so that is what everybody's feeling. And that obviously, to keep us all in real estate and keep putting food on the table, this is a tough job right now. So looking at month supply, 1.72 is not good. Sweet spot's 2.5 to 3. We were at 2.73 last week, but we'd been continuing to slide. We talked about the average list prices. The average sale price is at 547. It was 538 last week. And again, if you slide your eyes to the right, you'll see it's been as high as 562,000 back in February of 2022. So everybody was saying average sale prices, oh my gosh, these prices are going up so high, blah, blah, blah. They're not. They're in check. So they're less than they were in February of 2022. Average sale price, not appreciation, just taking the number of homes that have sold within a certain period of time, dividing it by the total, it gives you that number. So 100 days on market, 72 for sold, 97.47 is the second green for the week, and this went up from 97.18. This should be 97.8. This is so close that what this means is what's the difference between the list price and the sale price at the time the seller accepted the contract. This tells us our sellers discounting. Our sellers, what are they doing? 2.2% discounts common, historical. And right now we're sitting right in that sweet spot. If you look to the right, you'll see we're at 101%. That tells you the seller's actually obviously getting more for the property than what the list price is. And it's not the fact that, oh my gosh, yeah, well, things were so hot, people were paying more. No, we're already talking about comparables, the average. Remember the average? That's why I use average instead of median, so you can apply it to comparables. And so 97.4 is really a great number. Happy to see that. So it means the sellers are willing to sell and the buyers are willing to buy.
All right, just hoping you're not going to quiz me and ask me what the difference is between the average and the median and what those mean. I didn't do good in any of those math classes.
Yeah, geography is probably why.
That's right there. That's where we're starting off wrong.
Exactly.
You also started with, I didn't do good, and we're doing a podcast, buddy. Come on.
All right, let's bring